In a bustling intergalactic academy, where students from various planets congregated to learn and grow, there was a newcomer who immediately captured the attention of his peers. His name was Jake, and he hailed from a distant planet known as Earth. Earth was not like the other planets represented at the academy. It wasn't a pristine paradise with gentle landscapes and temperate climates. No, Earth was a death world, a term coined by those who had never set foot on its soil, but had heard tales of its unforgiving nature. As Jake entered the academy halls for the first time, whispers followed in his wake. His reputation had preceded him. He was Earth's toughest student, a survivor of the planet's relentless trials and tribulations. But to his classmates, he was an enigma, a curiosity from a world they could scarcely imagine. Jake's arrival in the classroom was met with a mixture of awe and skepticism. His fellow students, accustomed to lives of relative ease on their own planets, found it hard to believe that someone could thrive in the harsh conditions of Earth. Yet there was something about Jake's demeanor, a quiet confidence that hinted at his resilience. As the class settled in, the instructor, a seasoned educator well-versed in the customs of different worlds, welcomed Jake and invited him to share his experiences. And so, with all eyes on him, Jake began to weave tales of Earth's perils. He spoke of towering mountains cloaked in mist, of vast oceans teeming with creatures both magnificent and terrifying. He recounted encounters with beasts that prowled the wilderness, their primal instincts honed by millions of years of evolution. He described earthquakes that shook the very foundations of the earth and storms that unleashed their fury with a violence unmatched anywhere else in the galaxy. But amidst the tales of danger and despair, there was also a sense of wonder, of awe at the sheer majesty of Earth's landscapes. Jake spoke of sunsets that painted the sky in hues of orange and pink, of starlit nights where the heavens blazed with a myriad of distant worlds. He shared stories of human resilience, of communities coming together in the face of adversity, of the indomitable spirit that had allowed his people to thrive against all odds. As Jake spoke, his classmates were drawn into his world, captivated by the vivid imagery of his words. They began to see Earth not just as a death world, but as a planet of boundless beauty and untapped potential. And they began to see Jake not just as a survivor, but as a teacher, a guide to help them navigate the challenges of their own lives. And so, as the first day drew to a close, and the students went their separate ways, there was a newfound respect for Jake among his peers. They may have come from different worlds, with different customs and traditions, but they were united by a shared sense of curiosity and a desire to learn from one another. As Jake looked out at the stars twinkling in the night sky, he felt a sense of belonging, a feeling that he had finally found his place in the universe. And as he drifted off to sleep, he knew that his journey was just beginning, that there were many more tales of Earth's wonders still to be told. In the heart of the Intergalactic Academy, amidst the buzz of eager minds and the hum of alien technology, Jake found himself at the center of attention once again. This time, it was his turn to regale his classmates with tales of Earth's perils, stories that would both astonish and captivate those who listened. With a quiet confidence, Jake began to paint a vivid picture of his home planet, a world unlike any other in the galaxy. He spoke of Earth's rugged landscapes, of towering mountains that pierced the sky, and vast expanses of untamed wilderness, where danger lurked around every corner. Imagine, Jake began, his voice steady and clear, a land of fire and ice, where volcanoes erupt with fury and glaciers carve their way through the earth. This is the world I come from, a place of extremes where life hangs in the balance with every passing moment. As he spoke, Jake's classmates leaned in, their eyes wide with wonder. They had heard tales of Earth's harsh conditions, but they had never imagined the true extent of its perils. Take, for example, the great storms that sweep across our planet, Jake continued. They are unlike anything you have ever seen. Towering clouds that unleash torrents of rain and wind with a ferocity that defies comprehension. In the midst of such chaos, survival is not guaranteed. But somehow, against all odds, we endure. Jake's words painted a picture of resilience in the face of adversity, of a people who had learned to adapt and thrive in even the harshest of environments. He spoke of encounters with Earth's wildlife, creatures both fearsome and majestic, and the constant battle for survival that defined life on the planet's surface. But amidst the tales of danger and despair, there was also a sense of wonder, of awe at the sheer beauty of Earth's landscapes. Jake described sunsets that bathed the sky in a kaleidoscope of colors, of starlit nights where the heavens blazed with a brilliance unmatched anywhere else in the galaxy. Earth may be a death world, Jake concluded, but it is also a world of unparalleled beauty and wonder. It is a place where every moment is a struggle, but also a triumph, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. As Jake's words faded into the silence of the classroom, his classmates sat in stunned silence, their minds filled with images of a world they could scarcely imagine. For in Jake's tales, they had glimpsed the true essence of Earth, a planet of boundless potential, where danger and beauty coexist in perfect harmony. And as they left the classroom that day, their thoughts lingered on Jake's words and the incredible journey that had brought him to their doorstep. For in his stories, they had found not just a glimpse of Earth's perils, but a glimpse of the indomitable spirit that defined its people. In the halls of the Intergalactic Academy, where students from countless worlds came together to learn and grow, Jake found himself once again at the center of attention. This time, however, the focus was not on Earth's perils, but on the cultural differences that defined his home planet. As Jake stood before his classmates, he began to paint a picture of Earth's rich tapestry of cultures, languages, and traditions. He spoke of bustling cities where skyscrapers reached for the heavens and neon lights illuminated the night sky. He described quaint villages nestled in the countryside, where time seemed to stand still and traditions were passed down from generation to generation. But what truly sets Earth apart, Jake explained, is the diversity of its people. We come from every corner of the globe, from every walk of life, each with our own unique customs and beliefs. And yet, despite our differences, we are united by a shared sense of humanity. As Jake spoke, his classmates listened intently, their curiosity piqued by the glimpse into Earth's cultural mosaic. They had grown up on worlds where homogeneity was the norm, where everyone looked and acted the same. But now, they were beginning to see the beauty in diversity, the strength that came from embracing difference rather than shunning it. Jake went on to describe Earth's multitude of languages, each with its own cadence and rhythm, its own unique way of expressing thoughts and ideas. He spoke of the challenges of communication, of the misunderstandings that arose when words failed to convey the true meaning behind them. And yet, he also spoke of the beauty of language, of the way it could bring people together despite their differences. But perhaps most intriguing of all were Jake's tales of Earth's traditions, the rituals and ceremonies that had been passed down through the ages, each one a reflection of the people who practiced it. He spoke of festivals that celebrated the changing of the seasons, of holidays that brought families together in joy and laughter. And he spoke of the importance of preserving these traditions, of honoring the past while embracing the future. As Jake's classmates listened, they began to see Earth in a new light, not just as a death world of peril and danger, but as a planet rich in culture and tradition, a planet worth exploring and understanding. And they began to realize that perhaps there was more that united them than divided them, more that they could learn from one another than they had ever imagined. And so, as Jake concluded his presentation and the class dispersed, there was a newfound appreciation for the diversity of life that existed beyond their own worlds. For in Jake's words, they had glimpsed the true essence of Earth, a planet of endless possibility, where every culture, every tradition had a story to tell. In the quiet confines of the Intergalactic Academy, Jake stood before his classmates once again, ready to impart the lessons he had learned from a lifetime spent on Earth. As he began to speak, his words carried the weight of experience, the wisdom of someone who had faced the planet's perils and emerged stronger for it. Life on Earth is not easy, Jake began, his voice steady and sure. But amidst the challenges and hardships, there are lessons to be learned, lessons that have shaped me into the person I am today. He spoke of resilience, of the ability to weather life's storms and emerge stronger on the other side. He recounted tales of overcoming adversity, of facing down danger with courage and determination, and he spoke of the importance of never giving up, of persevering in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Life on Earth is a constant struggle, Jake continued, but it is also a journey of growth and self-discovery. It is through our struggles that we learn what we are truly capable of, that we discover the strength that lies within us. His classmates listened intently, their eyes fixed on Jake as he shared his insights. They had come to admire him not just for his tales of adventure, but for the wisdom that shone through in his words. Jake went on to speak of adaptability, of the ability to thrive in ever-changing environments. He recounted stories of Earth's diverse ecosystems, each with its own unique challenges, and the ways in which life had learned to adapt and evolve to survive. Adaptability is the key to survival, Jake explained. On Earth, those who cannot adapt are doomed to perish, but those who can learn to thrive in even the harshest of conditions. He spoke of innovation, of the human ability to overcome obstacles through creativity and ingenuity. He recounted tales of technological advancements, of scientific breakthroughs that had reshaped the world and propelled humanity forward. Innovation is what sets humanity apart, Jake declared. It is our ability to think outside the box, to find solutions where others see only problems. And it is through innovation that we continue to push the boundaries of what is possible. But perhaps most importantly, Jake spoke of compassion, of the importance of empathy and understanding in a world that often seemed cold and indifferent. He recounted stories of kindness and generosity, of people coming together to help one another in times of need. Compassion is what makes us human, Jake said softly. It is our ability to empathize with others, to share in their joys and sorrows. And it is through compassion that we find meaning and purpose in our lives. As Jake concluded his presentation, his classmates sat in silence, reflecting on the lessons he had shared. For in his words, they had found not just wisdom, but inspiration. A reminder that no matter where they came from, no matter what challenges they faced, they had the power to overcome, to grow, and to thrive. And as they filed out of the classroom, their hearts filled with newfound determination, they knew that they had learned something truly invaluable from Earth's toughest student, the lessons of resilience, adaptability, innovation, and compassion that would guide them on their own journeys through life. In the heart of the Intergalactic Academy, a shadow fell over the once bustling halls as news of an impending threat spread among the students. Whispers echoed through the corridors, and tension hung heavy in the air as they braced themselves for what was to come. Amidst the uncertainty, Jake stood resolute, his eyes reflecting a steely determination that belied the gravity of the situation. For Earth's toughest student, the challenge ahead was not unfamiliar. It was a test of unity, a trial that would push them to their limits and beyond. As the Academy's leaders convened to discuss their course of action, Jake found himself at the center of attention once again. His classmates looked to him for guidance, recognizing his unique perspective and unwavering resolve in the face of adversity. "We must stand together," Jake declared, his voice cutting through the silence like a beacon of hope. "Unity is our greatest strength, and it is what will see us through this trial." With Jake leading the charge, the students rallied together, pooling their resources and talents to prepare for the coming threat. They worked tirelessly, devising strategies and fortifying their defenses, knowing that their survival depended on their ability to stand united in the face of danger. But as the days passed and the threat drew ever closer, doubts began to creep in. Fear gnawed at the edges of their resolve, threatening to tear apart the fragile bonds that held them together. "We cannot let fear divide us," Jake reminded his classmates, his words a rallying cry against despair. "We must trust in each other, in our abilities, and in the strength of our unity." And so, with renewed determination, the students pressed on, their spirits buoyed by Jake's unwavering faith in their collective power. They stood shoulder to shoulder, ready to face whatever came their way with courage and conviction. When the threat finally arrived, it was more formidable than they had ever imagined. But instead of succumbing to fear, the students stood firm, their hearts beating as one, their minds focused on the task at hand. With Jake leading the charge, they fought bravely, pushing back against the darkness with every ounce of their strength. And though the battle was long and hard-fought, they emerged victorious, their unity as unbreakable as ever. As the dust settled and the threat was vanquished, the students gathered to celebrate their triumph. But amidst the cheers and applause, there was a sense of solemnity, a recognition of the sacrifices that had been made and the challenges that still lay ahead. "We have proven that together, we are stronger," Jake declared, his voice filled with pride. "But our journey is far from over. We must remain vigilant, united in our purpose, and ready to face whatever the future may hold." And so, as they returned to their studies and their daily lives, the students carried with them the lessons they had learned from their ordeal, the importance of unity, of trust, and of unwavering resolve in the face of adversity. For in the end, it was not their individual strength or skill that had saved them, but their ability to come together as one, to stand united against the forces that sought to tear them apart. And as they looked to the future, they did so with a newfound sense of hope, knowing that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together as one. In the wake of their hard-won victory, the halls of the Intergalactic Academy buzzed with a sense of jubilation and relief. Students mingled in the corridors, their faces alight with smiles and laughter as they recounted tales of bravery and camaraderie. Among them, Jake stood tall, his gaze steady, and his expression one of quiet satisfaction. As news of their triumph spread throughout the academy, whispers of admiration followed in Jake's wake. His classmates looked to him with newfound respect, recognizing the pivotal role he had played in their victory. For Earth's toughest student, the recognition was both humbling and gratifying, a testament to the bonds of friendship and unity that had been forged in the heat of battle. But amidst the celebrations, there was also a sense of solemnity, a recognition of the sacrifices that had been made and the challenges that still lay ahead. For while their victory had brought them temporary respite, the threat they had faced was but a glimpse of the dangers that lurked beyond the Academy's walls. "We cannot afford to become complacent," Jake reminded his classmates, his voice steady and sure. "Our victory was hard-won, but our journey is far from over. We must remain vigilant, united in our purpose, and ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead." His words resonated with his fellow students, who nodded in solemn agreement. They knew that their triumph was but a small victory in a much larger battle, a battle for survival in a universe fraught with danger and uncertainty. But amidst the challenges that lay ahead, there was also a sense of hope for a brighter future, forged through the bonds of friendship and unity that had been strengthened in the crucible of adversity. As word of their victory reached the Academy's leaders, they convened to offer their congratulations and gratitude to Jake and his classmates. They spoke of the courage and determination they had shown in the face of overwhelming odds, and the resilience they had demonstrated in the darkest of hours. "You have made us proud," the Academy's leaders declared, their voices ringing with pride. "Your bravery and unity have shown us what it truly means to be students of the Intergalactic Academy. You are a shining example to us all." For Jake and his classmates, the recognition was both gratifying and humbling, a reminder of the importance of standing together in the face of adversity and the power of friendship to overcome even the greatest of challenges. But amidst the accolades and praise, there was also a sense of responsibility, a recognition of the role they must play in shaping the future of the Academy and the wider universe. For while their victory had brought them temporary relief, the threats they faced were ever present, lurking in the shadows, waiting for an opportunity to strike. "We must remain vigilant," Jake reminded his classmates, his voice echoing with determination. "Our victory was hard-won, But our journey is far from over. We must continue to stand together, united in our purpose, and ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead." And so, as they returned to their studies and their daily lives, Jake and his classmates carried with them the lessons they had learned from their triumph, the importance of bravery, unity, and resilience in the face of adversity. For in the end, it was not their individual strength or skill that had saved them, but their ability to come together as one, to stand united against the forces that sought to tear them apart. And as they looked to the future, they did so with renewed determination, knowing that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together as one. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, life at the Intergalactic Academy settled back into a semblance of normalcy. The echoes of their hard-won victory still reverberated through the halls, a reminder of the trials they had faced and the triumphs they had achieved. Among the students, there was a newfound sense of camaraderie and unity, born from their shared experiences and strengthened by the bonds of friendship that had been forged in the crucible of adversity. For Jake and his classmates, the lessons they had learned from their ordeal had left an indelible mark on their hearts and minds. They knew that their victory was but a small victory in a much larger battle, a battle for survival in a universe fraught with danger and uncertainty. But they also knew that as long as they stood together, united in their purpose and their determination, they could face whatever challenges lay ahead with courage and conviction. As they moved forward, they did so with a renewed sense of purpose, knowing that they had the strength and the resilience to overcome whatever obstacles stood in their way. They embraced their roles as students of the Intergalactic Academy, eager to learn and grow, to explore the vast expanse of the universe and unlock its many mysteries. And though their journey would be fraught with peril and hardship, they faced the future with optimism and hope, knowing that as long as they stood together, they could weather any storm. For Jake, the journey had been a transformative one, a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. He had faced his fears and emerged stronger for it, his spirit unbroken, his resolve unwavering. And though the road ahead would be long and arduous, he faced it with a sense of determination and purpose, knowing that he was not alone, that he had friends and allies by his side, ready to stand with him through thick and thin. As he looked out at the stars, Jake felt a sense of peace wash over him, knowing that no matter what the future held, he was ready to face it head-on, with courage and conviction. For in the end, it was not the challenges they faced or the victories they achieved that defined them, but the strength of their unity and the power of their friendship. And so, as the Intergalactic Academy continued on its journey through the cosmos, Jake and his classmates stood together, united in purpose and bound by the bonds of friendship that would carry them through whatever trials lay ahead. For in the vast expanse of the universe, they knew that as long as they stood together, they could achieve anything, and that together they were truly unstoppable.